I'm David Dague. We're at the PlayStation Experience, showing off The Dark Below, Expansion 1 for Destiny. At Bungie, I am the community manager. I write and edit the Bungie blog under the handle of Dague.
Let's start by talking about how you've seen the reception of this game since it's launched.
Yeah, it's been an interesting 3 months. Players have had no shortage of feedback to give us. We've been all too happy to listen to what people say about the game. We've always developed these games in conjunction with our player base. They've come into our user research lab to play before it launched. We've listened to everything they've had to say about the game since it's launched. The Dark Below actually marks the 12th update that we will make to Destiny. So we're delivering some of the things that they've asked us for. We're improving some of the things that they felt like could have been better. Everything from the Cryptarch to the Iron Banner to new voice features in the game. When people say that they love the game and they love to play it, we're completely willing to listen to them when they have ideas for how it can be better for them specifically as a player.
What are some other elements that people will see in this expansion that comes from player feedback?
Well, I think one we tried to do here is we tried to create a self-contained narrative. Everything that happens in The Dark Below begins and ends with Eris Morn, who is this new character that will appear in the tower. She has new reasons for you to go out and fight our enemies and acquire new things that will make your Guardian more powerful. When you see Eris in the tower, she is inviting you into her personal war against the Hive. She has a vendetta against their dark god, Crota, and she's sending you out into the wild to battle his armies before they try to invade Earth. And all of this, of course, culminates in an endgame activity where you have to go and completely dismantle his command in the depths of the Hellmouth.
Can you talk about, for PlayStation 4 owners, what they are going to get exclusively through this expansion?
Yeah, actually here at the PlayStation Experience, we're welcoming players to get hands-on for the first time with an exclusive strike. It's called the Undying Mind. We're sending you back into the Black Garden on Mars to take on a Vex boss who is, stood the test of time. He's got the moss of, like ancient, growth hanging off of him. He's a nasty character. He's got 3 shields that revolve around him. It's really going to take a lot of teamwork, as all good strikes do. You and your fire team are going to have to work together to take that guy down. There are, as always, exclusive weapons. There's always a little bit more to do on the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 3.
Can you talk about the exclusive weapons for PS4 owners?
Yeah, there's exclusive weapons that are available that are exclusive to The Dark Below, but the PlayStation gamers are going to have one additional weapon that they can add to their arsenal. We call it the 4 Horsemen, and it is a shotgun with 4 barrels. Sort of that over and under feel, it's got that Olympic Games feel, sort of a classic cowboy hunting rifle, only you break this thing open and it's got 4 separate barrels that you can use to take down some of the biggest enemies in the game.
Can you talk about the new maps you guys are showing off here?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, we had a VIP event last night, and for some of the people in our community that are vocal leaders of the Destiny players, we actually let them get hands-on for the first time in the new Crucible maps that are exclusive to The Dark Below. So that content will be landing throughout the week. So there are 3 new arenas that we're inviting players back into so they can battle each other for honor and bragging rights. Pantheon is a close quarters battleground. It is set in a Vex installation. And then there is Skyshock. You return to old Russia. There's an old interplanetary defense array that humankind built during the Golden Age. It's a great map that enables you to blend infantry combat with vehicular combat, something near and dear to my heart as a player. It's great to see the Pike and the Interceptor get out there, snipers trying to pick pilots out of their vehicles. And then, of course, there is the Cauldron, which is another close to mid-range map, which is an old Hive ritual facility. Very close to the central themes of The Dark Below, where you go into these Hive places to battle, the enemies with the calcified armor. But in this case, we've cleared the table of them, and it's just Guardian versus Guardian.